are.
Where those roots are, yeah.
Got it. And that's where in the other one, the other inspection on the re-inspect, did you read that portion of it? That's where they said they came back, they had the same problem back in August. And they said they were big diameter roots coming in that were joined, but and then they cleaned it, and they said it still needed another cleaning, but they could get through. And what did they say about that? Let's see. I'll read you what they say there. Clay system. Here it is. Found light root intrusion at several points in the clay system, some of which appear to be thick and wet. Root intrusions at the clay joints of a vitrified sewer line are common, normally can be maintained regular rooter service. If roots are left unmaintained, blah, 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 you know all that. Block it, blah, 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 blah. It would be best to attempt to rooter the line out again in hopes that it cleared more of the roots. No issues aside from the root intrusion we're seeing with the clay system at this time.
Yeah, I'm seeing a little bit different to that.
I got it.
They need to get rid. You need to get rid of those roots. Something in behind those that I can't see. It's offset or it's something.
Got it.
Either probably a hydrojet is going to be best. Rooters isn't going to do it.
You think?
Plus also here, you can see here.
Yeah.
The top of the pipe is cracked and it's just fallen in.
Yeah.
You can see that. That should be like that the whole way around.
Yeah,
this top
I see
piece,
it. The flange is off.
Yeah, so this piece up here is actually broken and fallen into the pipe.
I got it. You think that could have happened when they rotor-rooted it?
Chances for nah, normally it's on when they're installing it or something like that, that'll happen.
Which would have been 70 years ago.
Yeah.
60 years ago.
Yeah, but you can see it's starting to, what's happening is you're getting these root intrusions putting pressure on it and they can...
I got it. And that's right out in the middle of the road.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's a Samamira job, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So, and how many feet down are we there?
13.
So that's probably it's an expensive job, 13 feet down.
Yeah. It's all it's all
5 minutes.
getting down
the permits, it's all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did one of these on Outpost. It was like a $50,000 when they're down with that. I think my clients paid almost $50,000 to have it done. Because the city makes them, even though it's a quiet lane, they make them hire flagmen and do all that stuff.
Yeah. Shore up the walls, the whole works.
Right.
Yeah, so you got that, but I think there's something bigger behind that piece than what we're looking at here. I think there's something where it's cracked away and it's slipping away or something.
Got it.
Those roots are covering it, but I could see where the clay pipe was meant to be more to the left. It was more in the center of the screen, and that shows that there's something there. All I could see was a thin line of the clay pipe behind the roots.
Right, which is an offset.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty big offset.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
So
I need to
probably
get it
the
cleaned up.
sewage is just migrating around all that then.
Maybe, yeah. I really don't know, but I'll know more if we can get those roots out of it, then I can take a look at it again from there.
So they basically need to rotor-root it.
It has to be hydrojetted. A rotor isn't going to get those.
I got it.
Those out.
You understand?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I do. Because I knew they had.
So you got the roots there.
Yeah.
That's at the caster clay.
That's at the connection right there.
You can see there's a lot. That's a lot of rust built up inside the pipe, and that
meaning it's probably been sitting.
How old is this?
40 something, late 40s.
Late 40s, early 50s.
So 55. So it's getting
50, 60,
it's getting into that
70 years.
That early sort of era where.
But that's a chimney right there, right? Is that lateral or chimney?
No, this is
lateral.
Horizontal.
I got it.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah.
Now there's no root intrusions coming in through this cast iron, which is good. That's normally the first sign that it's gone. Right. Or you'll see a big indentation at the bottom. It's just
of course.
rusting in on itself. You know. It's
Right.
Which happens, you know. It's an older house, and
which is, I mean, it's the John White said, 50 to 80 years is life expectancy on.
And you're getting into the middle
cast iron, and we're right in the middle of the lifespan.
Yeah.
But obviously, they said it was, probably for me, if I owned a house, but if I were doing a major thing and digging up 15 feet down, no, I wouldn't dig it up. I'd leave it, right? You wouldn't pull that up and redo it.
Unless you really had to, you probably
you leave it. Yeah. Because it stays dry most of the time.
Yeah. If we look at it and that crack is not as bad or whatever, it's there. Just you know it's there.
Right.
Maintenance. And then if you're ever looking at redoing everything, all right, let's do it then.
Right. It's just on this one. This is not a 6 foot down beneath the dirt. That's easy to redo a sewer.
This isn't a couple of thousand. This is tens of thousands.
So then the right thing to do is to hydrojet it and then look at it again.
Look at it again. Yeah. Get those roots up.
So if you guys have a hydrojetter, then we can have him back out. If you guys have a hydrojetter. I don't hate them all. Who do you like? I hate them all. I hate that LA hydrojet. That's why I found you guys.
I use a,
I hate it.
I recommend a buddy of mine that does it, and I've sort of just worked it out with him. I'm like, look,
These guys I've used ever since I had a home, and I hired LA Hydrojet. Peppies, they're all the artists that ruin us guys.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a buddy of mine, and I've told him that clean it. If you see that there's nothing, everything's flowing fine, and they're happy with the verbal,
right, then you don't have to
we're good. I don't have to come back out. But if they want something in writing, or if you see something that's odd,
then call you. You'll come back.
Yeah, then tell him to call me to come back out. That's
because
sort of
he sees it on the scope anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I don't want to come back out to
I
do the second inspection. No, I'd like to just pull it as is. Now, there's a lot of sludge in this line. Who was the home inspector?
We haven't had ours yet.
Oh,
the last one was, who they used? They used, don't think in a moment, I'm going the, Mark Inamoto.
Oh, right.
The old buyer used back in August.
I just see through here.
Yeah.
You can see the black lines on each side of the pipe.
The water's been sitting.
Yeah, this was very close to backed up when I first went down. I thought, oh, maybe there's not much fall on the pipe.
Right.
You could make a note and get the general inspector. I think it's probably that's probably the bathroom that's been used the most since this place has been vacant, and it's just.
Which one? The downstairs?
No, the one right here.
Right here.
Yeah, and I think it's just been. That's all that's been used. So they were just.
There's not enough to flush it through. You think there's a little belly out there?
Could be running a little flat, but it's a lot better now on the way back than it was once I.
Can you tell if there's a fall on this thing? Does it show you?
It doesn't show you, no. It's more if there's standing water.
Right, then you know.
Then I know. But when I first went in, there was standing water. It was a lot of tissue, and I flushed the toilet and there run the water. And it looks much better now the second time coming out. But I think it was just that was the only thing being used.
So it was damming up. It didn't have enough to flow all the way down to the city.
Yeah, exactly. And there's probably a low flow toilet, and you got original cast iron piping. It's all.
Was that cast iron on that one?
Yeah.
Gotcha. You're not the home inspector, I know, but I mean, you mean cast iron drain line?
Yeah. Cast iron drain.
I couldn't galvanize.
So who do you like to use as a...
I use a buddy of mine. His name's Darren out of Conquer Plumbing, and he does it. He has a crew that goes around and does it. They charge about $450, which isn't the cheapest, but I've just worked with them for a while, and I know what I'm getting when I recommend them. Basically,
we also the trustees have also a contractor, and they'll ask him.
Right, fine.
Yeah, you can get guys that are cheaper. That guys will come around for $350 or whatever and do it, but for the hydrojet. But I just I know him. I like him, so I use him. Because a lot of times you get a hydrojet where you come back out and they either haven't hydrojet it, they've used cable and blades, or it's done half-assed.
Right. Which clearly is what happened the last time. That's when they did the re-inspect, they said it wasn't done quite right.